Discussion on Agric Revolution in Oyo State, the Commissioner for Agriculture and Rural Development, Barrister Olasuko Olaleye, explained that the essence of the revolution is for local farmers to become commercial farmers. He stated that the government has provided a good road network and put a task force in place to ensure the safety of farmers to guarantee food security.
We are dealing with farmers that are cultivating between 10 acres to maybe 1 acre as well. So if you cultivate 20 acres, for example, the government will pay for 10 acres for you. If you cultivate 10 acres, the government will pay for 5 acres for you. You're plowing, so we pay 50% of whatever you spend at that level. And the essence is that if naturally you cultivate 5, we want to cultivate 10. If naturally you cultivate 10, we want to cultivate 20, that we can have increased yield. Okay. And that is being complemented by free distribution of input to farmers. You must have seen, heard that we've been going from one local government to the other, giving them free maize seed. We are giving out 60 kilograms of maize seed, premium maize seed to our farmers. So with that you can cultivate at least 1 hectare, 2.5 acres. We are also giving out free cassava stems. So farmers are getting between 20 to 40 bundles of cassava stems. The government has procured more than 60,000 bundles of cassava stems, high yield cassava stems. We've been giving to farmers. As of today, we have done 27 local governments. 2,900 farmers has benefited from that. We've ensured that we targeted real farmers.
Speaking on youth engagement in agriculture in the state, he noted that the government who will participate in 1-year program and be granted land to practice their skills. Barrister Olaleye added that following the current distribution of inputs, the ministry will embark on a program of training farmers in new agricultural practices, moving from one community to another.
We've constituted a committee of these people that I mentioned, a kind of task force to ensure that the interest of farmers is taken care of, and that also we have a way of ensuring that herders don't bring their cattle on farmland. Now, that committee, we are replicating them across the local governments. So in every local government, we have to have the Amatekun call, the Miyetti Allah, the community head in that locality. So we are going to replicate it so that we can have prompt response to challenges like that, and also to prevent the occurrence of challenges like that. So it's been working. If you this year, even though with the clashes has reduced considerably this year because of this level of intervention and the consciousness we put into it. People can go to the farm. People are going to farm. We are in the midst of agriculture, and we go around. So I want to allay the fear of our people that they can go back to farm.
He stated that at the end of the farming season, there will be a significant increase in farm produce in Oyo State, which will reduce market prices. Olamide Owolabi, BCOS News.
The First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has promised to reintroduce Young Farmers Club in schools across the country. She made the announcement at an event she organized to commemorate the 2024 Children's Day celebration held at the banquet hall of the State House, Abuja, today. She said the Young Farmers Club will soon be launched in state-owned primary and secondary schools across the country. According to her, the initiative is part of efforts to encourage farming among the young population in the country. She said each child will have a garden in their schools, which they'll nurture, adding that awards will be presented to the school with the best farm.
The Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, says prioritizing quality
Children's Day is a special day set aside in compliance with United Nations resolution to raise awareness on the situation and needs of children and promote interventions that will lead to an improvement in their welfare and development. The Oyo State Governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, who was represented by the Commissioner for Women Affairs, Mrs. Toyin Balogun, said the future empowers the children to make informed decisions and adapt to an ever-changing world.
Governor Seyi Makinde has done a lot. The bedrock of empowering our children to be able to live sustainable lives is not just giving them food to eat. It's giving them good quality basic education. And then in addition to that, having skills empowerment added to it. The government of Oyo State has gone a long way, and if we haven't forgotten, from the first rodeo of this government, one of the key pillars of its agenda, free qualitative education.
The head girl, Anwaru Islam Grammar School, Elayele Titilope Ahmed, in a speech appreciated the state governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, for ensuring that every child is taken off the streets and given opportunity and full access to formal education.
On behalf of every student in the state, I want to particularly appreciate the state governor for his efforts in ensuring that every child is taken off the streets.
Kinley School of Science came second, while TMM Secondary School came third.
The more to educate them, because if they are not educated, everybody will just be ignorant. Because of there are many science and technology coming in. So if they are not educated, we don't know how we are going to use the science and technology. So everybody has to be ignorant. So that I believe that all children, no matter what, should be educated.
In the primary school category, Strength Twice Model School Olomi came first. IDC Model School Irinkoja Obe came second, while Leader Kiddies Nursery and Primary School Felele clinched the third position. The theme for this year's celebration is enhancing the total well-being of the Nigerian child through quality education and skills development. Dupe Feintola, BCOS News.
The Kogi State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal, sitting in Abuja, today upheld the election that produced Usman Ododo of the All Progressives Congress, governor of the state. The three-man panel of justices, headed by Justice Ado Birnin Kudu, dismissed the petition of Murtala Ajaka of the Social Democratic Party for failure to substantially prove material facts in his petition as required by law. The tribunal were subsequently adduced credible evidence in line with the relevant laws to warrant the success of his petition.
Also, the Bayelsa State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal, sitting in Abuja, today upheld the election that produced Governor Doyediri of Bayelsa State. A three-man panel led by Justice Adekunle Adeleye dismissed the petition filed by the candidate of the All Progressives Congress, Timipre Silva, and the party for lacking in merit. In a unanimous decision, the tribunal held that the petitioners failed to prove any credible evidence to back up any of the allegations they raised against the re-election victory of Diri.
This broadcast of Newscope comes to you from the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State, Ibadan. The ancient city of Kano has continued to be a center of attention while the throne ownership tussle rages on between two emirs. The ensuing scenario pitched the supporters of the returning emir, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, against those of his deposed kinsman, Aminu Ado Bayero, thereby setting the most populous northern city on the way of blaze. In this report, Olamido Wulabi examines the issues surrounding the deposition and reappointments playing out on the foremost traditional seat of Emir of Kano.
Muhammadu Sanusi II was enthroned by the Emir of Kano in 2014 by the then governor of Kano State, Rabiu Kwankwaso. In 2017, Governor Kwankwaso's successor, Abdullahi Ganduje, and Sanusi II reportedly disagreed over the Emir's critical comments about the state's government handling of its finances. Sanusi, a former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, had accused the government of mismanagement and corruption, particularly concerning the state debts. The disagreement between the two escalated in 2019, thereby leading to the creation of 4 additional emirates to whittle down the powers of the emir. Sanusi challenged the creation of the emirates in court, arguing that it was politically motivated and designed to weaken his position as emir. Shortly after, in March of that year, Sanusi was removed from his position as Emir of Kano by the Kano state government, citing insubordination and disrespect to the governor and other officials. Meanwhile, the political turnaround in the state has seen the reforms put in place by ex-governor Ganduje revisited, thereby nullifying the creation of the newly created emirates, and as well reinstatement of Muhammadu Sanusi as Emir of Kano by the current Kano governor Abba Yusuf. This has, however, continued to generate mixed reactions from the people, including protests in Kano, as Sanusi and Bayo jostled for the throne. Reacting to the unfolding events, a political scientist, Professor Emi Ayede, described the situation as a competition among the elites.
As long as it is for the betterment of the people, for the progress of the community, for the stability of the state and Nigeria in general, I would describe it as a welcome development. As I said, it's what we in politics we call the revolving door. It's a game of chairs. So I wish the people of Kano happy time with their new Emir, and I hope that they will continue to speak, because he has spoken very strongly and very firmly about the poor state of education in the north, about the role that governors and traditional rulers should play to change the situation, and he has also emphasized the importance, of commitment to national development rather than stealing public.
A legal practitioner, Mr. Babatunde Ojomo, explained that the situation is a very bad omen for the people of Kano and the country as a whole.
Enemy was created. Kano state that are concerned and find a very good way to put an end to what they are trying to start. The better for them all. Kano is not a place that they should.
Traditional rulers are symbols of culture and preserve history than making a mess of them or showing how insignificant they are. Olamide Owolabi, BCOS News.
The Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, has called for the abolition of state electoral commissions, citing them as significant impediments to the development of local governments. Fagbemi made this assertion today in Abuja at a one-day discourse on Nigeria's security challenges and good governance at the local government levels, organized by the House of Representatives. Prince Fagbemi criticized the current structure, arguing that state governors exploit constitutional loopholes to undermine local government autonomy. He pointed to sections of the 1999 Constitution, including Section 7.1, Section 83.3, and Section 7.5, which he claims are used by governors to exert undue control over local governments. To address the issues, Fagbemi called for a robust constitutional amendment to remove barriers hindering local government development. He proposed transferring the functions of state electoral commissions to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) to ensure more impartial and credible local elections. The Attorney General's remarks followed a legal action he initiated at the Supreme Court on behalf of the federal government.
The Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Emmanuel Ogala, has announced that President Bola Tinubu will commission 3 newly acquired warships and 2 helicopters for use by the Nigerian Navy. At an interdenominational church service to mark the Nigerian Navy's 68th anniversary celebration in Abuja, Vice Admiral Ogala also said the President will declare open the International Maritime Exhibition, in which international and local maritime security-related companies will showcase their products and services. The Chief of Naval Staff further asked all officers, other ranks, and civilian staff of the Nigerian Navy to maintain utmost professionalism while serving with dedication and patriotism. He stressed the need for teamwork and effective collaboration to stem the tide of insecurity and oil theft in the country.
And on the foreign scene, Russia will remove the Taliban from a list of banned terrorist organizations 3 years after they returned to power in Afghanistan, the state-run news agency said today. Moscow has announced sanctions. The move could further boost diplomacy between Russia and Afghanistan, but would fall short of an official recognition of the Taliban government and what it calls the Islamic Emirate of Afghanistan. The Taliban seized power in 2021 from US-backed governments. They have enforced an extreme form of Islamic law that effectively bans women from public life.
To end this edition of Newscope, here again are the main points. The federal government has suspended Air Nigeria. Festus Keyamo announced this at the ministerial briefing to mark the first year of the Tinubu administration.
Former President Olusegun Obasanjo has told President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to ramp up activities around production and productivity to tackle Nigeria's economic woes.
We also told you that the Oyo State's governor, Engineer Seyi Makinde, says prioritizing quality education and skill development is crucial for enhancing the overall well-being of Nigerian children.
And Russia will remove the Taliban from a list of banned terrorist organizations 3 years after they returned to power in Afghanistan, the state-run news agency said today.
That's all from Newscope Desk for now. It was packaged by Bode Akinjola and delivered by
Opejemi Orimolade
and Oyebola Adeshola. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to tune in for the Yoruba version at 8. Good evening.
Ọmọọba ṣé ò ní lọ síta kó lọ gbatẹ́gùn díẹ̀.
ọmọ tí rẹ mi.
ó dáná ṣì lọ síta kó lọ gbatẹ́gùn díẹ̀. pẹ̀lẹ́ ọkọ mi pẹ̀lẹ́.
ẹ̀gbọ́n mi ṣé ẹ ò lérò pé yẹ kẹ́ ẹ gbé ọmọdé yìí lọ sí ilé ìwòsàn báyìí? ikọ́ rẹ̀ yìí ti ń ka ọjọ́ púpọ̀ ó sì ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ru. ó lè jẹ́ àìsàn ikọ́ ife o.
Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ Ọlọ́run ní jẹ́ kí n rírú ẹ̀. Adéyẹra báwo ló ṣe máa sọ nǹkan báyìí wípé ọmọ ọdún 5 ó ní ikọ́ ife.
ṣebí ẹ̀gbọ́n rẹ̀ ló ń gba ìtọ́jú fún àìsàn ikọ́ ife báyìí. ẹ lọ ṣe àyẹ̀wò kẹ́ ẹ lè mọ̀ dájú o.
ẹgbẹ́ ọ̀kámọ́ ohun tí ń ṣe.
báyìí 3340 tàbí *3340# fún àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. ìkéde yìí wá láti ọ̀dọ̀ àjọ tó ń mójútó ìlera tìjọba àpapọ̀ pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn àwọn èèyàn ilẹ̀ Amẹ́ríkà.
Is this a mistake? What? What's that? What happened? See, I just bought 1,000 Naira Glow data and instead of the usual, I got 3.9 gigabytes. Guy, I swear, that's how I saw it too. I bought 2,000 Naira data yesterday and I got a whopping 9.2 gigabytes. Data is just always bigger. Yep, and always better.
I'm not giving you my new number. You're on probation.
Babe, sorry now. Yes, get a Glow SIM card today and enjoy bigger, better data on the Glow network. Just dial *777# and choose your plan. And if you link your NIN to your Glow line, up to free 20,000 Naira bonus awaits you.
Glow Unlimited. bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o tómi tuntun 1.0 la kọ́kọ́ rí tá à ń pariwo ẹrẹbẹ́ntẹ́ tómi tuntun 2.0 yìí ó ti ń kà sí àràkà sí kẹ́ńkẹ́ bọ́ o. Daily achievements, the conduct of the second local government elections within 5 years, recruitments of fresh brains into the civil service, conversion opportunities galore for civil servant, resuscitation of ex-spoil at Sango Ibadan. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bí ọmọ Mákindé ó ń lékè kàásì lójoojúmọ́ ni.